and oh my God, I hope everybody had an awesome, and I mean awesome, 4th of July yesterday. Why? Because, man, our forefathers fought for the fact that, look, let's get drunk, let's shoot off some fireworks, and look, as the great Ron Swanson said, history began on July 4th, 1776. Everything before that was a mistake. Now, if you take that quite literally, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is, though. But, again, I hope everybody had an awesome 4th of July. I hope they had some awesome food. I hope everybody enjoyed their fireworks. And is there really much else to talk about when it comes to the 4th of July? I mean, come on! Anyways, do not forget to click the link in the description of this video, and you can be sure to check out Reaper Apparel, True Victory, and even Brio Bottle. Reaper Apparel, if you want some awesome merchandise. True Victory, if you also want some awesome merchandise, and Brio Bottle, if you want to make sure that your water stays cold from the time that you pour it into the bottle until the end of the day. All the codes are going to be in the description of this video, and the link to every website will be in the description of this video. Now, without further ado, it's time for the most uncut, unfiltered, and unfucking censored sports talk show you will find on social media. And at the end of this show, you will know whose game this is, with everybody saying, "No mercy sports." Let's get into it, baby.
Nobody can stop me now.
Let me talk to you. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And man, oh man, like I said, I hope everybody had an awesome 4th of July yesterday. And I hope everybody enjoyed the fireworks as well. Now, man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got some football that we got to talk about. We got some baseball predictions that we got to make. But we got some hockey predictions as well. Why? Because the Florida Panthers are your 2024 Stanley Cup motherfucking champions. And it is their first Stanley Cup championship since 1993, since they came into the NHL. Now, winning multiple Stanley Cup championships is a tough task, but to go back to back is on a whole different level. Now, can the Panthers run it back and become the first team since the Pittsburgh Penguins to win back-to-back championships, or is there a team lurking in the shadows looking to play upset? Well, I'll tell you one thing. With the Panthers losing Tarasenko, oh God, who do you go to? With Tarasenko going to the Detroit Red Wings, it really doesn't seem that way. But I mean, look, I see it like this: as long as the Panthers have Sergei Bobrovsky in the net, making sure that he's going to get some saves. And if you want to see some fucking crazy-ass saves, look at the series that the Panthers had against Tampa Bay. Sergei Bobrovsky had one of the craziest saves. He had a backhand save against the Tampa Bay Lightning. The craziest save if I've ever seen one. But look, I see it like this. So long as Sergei Bobrovsky stays in the net behind for the Florida Panthers. Man, oh man. And it looks like that the Panthers are going to have the same cast going into next season. I see no reason why the Florida Panthers should not run it back because, look, there are some people out there that really believe, oh, well, you know what? Conor McGregor is the golden boy of the NHL, and the NHL is going to make sure that Conor, wait, did I say Conor McGregor? Look, like I said, there's people out there that really think, oh, well, you know what? The NHL is going to make sure that Connor McDavid is, despite the fact that he's the NHL's golden boy, the NHL is going to make sure that Connor McDavid gets the Stanley Cup Championship. Okay, well, look, if that is the case, then Connor McDavid would have multiple, I say again, multiple fucking championships that he would have brought back to Edmonton. But that's not the case. That's not the case. Now, yes, when it came down to it in the next 3 games after the Panthers took a 3-0 lead over the Edmonton Oilers, yes, okay? Yes. The Edmonton Oilers outscored the Florida Panthers 18-5. Okay, look, it is what it fucking is. But there are no 2 words that are greater in the world of sports than the 2 words that are known as Game 7. And I'll tell you what. The Florida Panthers did exactly what they needed to do. They played some defense. They made sure that they were going to play the same defense that not only got them to back-to-back Stanley Cup championship appearances, but also got them the first Stanley Cup in franchise fucking history. So, with the Florida Panthers going into next season, minusing Vladimir Tarasenko, I really think that the Florida Panthers could run it back next season. They have the talent, they have the goalie, they have the coach, they got everything you need to run it back. NHL, you are hereby put on fucking notice because the Florida Panthers are a dangerous team and a dangerous team to look out for. All right? So, it wouldn't be any fucking surprise when not only do the Panthers fucking thrash through the regular season, but they also get into the Stanley Cup playoffs, and hell, dare I say, they get back to the Stanley Cup finals. We got plenty of time to talk about hockey, but I tell ya what, football season is upon us. We are less than 2 months away from kickoff, and it cannot get here soon enough. Now, last year was arguably the most vulnerable that I have ever seen the Kansas City Chiefs fucking look, and there is no way in hell that they should have won the Super Bowl last season, being that fucking vulnerable. Actually, no. You know what? No. I'm not going to say my apologies. Why? Because, like I said, this is the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. And like I said, there is no way in hell that the Kansas City Chiefs should have won the Super Bowl last year. Hell, there's no way they even should have gotten to the Super Bowl. The Baltimore Ravens should have beaten the Kansas City Chiefs down like the government mule that they fucking were. And it's not even close. Look, I have no doubt in my mind that Zay Flowers is going on a revenge tour next season, or this upcoming season. It's not even close. Do not even try to change my mind. Look, you can try to say what you want in the comments, but look, at the end of the day, I see it like this. A lot of people are coming out of the or a lot of teams are coming out of the AFC. We already know that Joe Burrow is going on his Anakin Skywalker revenge tour. I mean, if you don't believe me, look at the fucking pictures. But before we get into this topic, let's bring on somebody who's got some big and spicy takes. Mr. Big Mac, what it do?
What's going on? What's going on? Oh my goodness, man! It's been a
minute, my man. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, dude. I've pretty much had a hiatus for the last 2 weeks. I tried to jump on the other day. As soon as I did, had a little emergency happen. Couldn't get it was just it has been a crazy 2 weeks with these kids. But you know, that's how it goes sometimes, man.
Yep.
But I'm happy to be here today. I've been looking forward to this. Like, oh man, let's get into it, man. What's the
Let's get into it indeed. Like I said, the Kansas City Chiefs were the most vulnerable team that shouldn't have won the Super Bowl last year. But when you have a coach QB tandem like Andy Reid and Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes, like KG said, anything is possible. However,
that defense, without that defense, I'm sorry, they don't win it. They don't win it. Their defense is literally, and I'm one of the people who said like, yeah, their defense was garbage, bro. When it counted, their defense got stops. Like, what was it? Record-setting defense? Absolutely not. But when playoff time came, like they just got enough stops. They did just enough. And without that defense getting those stops, I'm gonna get yes, Patrick Mahomes is awesome. Andy Reid is awesome, but that defense stepped up when they needed to. What's going on?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. That defense definitely stepped up when they needed to. But look, like I said, I really predict that Zay Flowers is really going to go on a revenge tour this upcoming season, and it's not even going to be close, especially with Derrick Henry in the backfield for the Baltimore Ravens.
I mean, listen. A lot of people are talking about Zay Flowers, and don't get me wrong, bro. He's going to get his 3 catches. He's going to get his 50 yards a game, guaranteed. This is just what he's going to do. But my big guy that I want to watch out for this year is Rashad Bateman. I want to see Rashad Bateman live up to that first round pick. Now, last year he was healthy for the majority of the season. He put up some numbers. Had some big key clutch catches. He's one of the reasons why our record was that way and why we made a pretty deep playoff run. Okay. Yep. So for me, it's like this. I mean, again, putting Mark Henry in the backfield now, you have to load the box. You have to load the box against us. Yep. Okay. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So like 90% of the time they have to play nickel. You know what I mean? You got to bring it in. You got to play nice and tight defense. Now you got guys like Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman and Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely and so
arguably top 3 tight end in the NFL being Mark Andrews. So
I mean, and now that's why I'm saying, like, with these weapons and these guys that we got, I mean, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful to see. And then the big thing is everybody talks about our offensive line. Oh, you're missing 3 starters. No, we're missing. we literally let the worst guys on our line go. Now, Rodney Stanley technically was the worst. But again, we signed Rodney Stanley.
And you have one of the best mobile quarterbacks in the game right now.
Yeah. And again, for us, it's just like this. We had the guys set in place that we drafted over the last 2-3 years to where they were stepping into these places. Okay, we have Ben Cleveland, we got Fahalele, there's guys that we have that are bringing up that are going to take these roles and going to run with it. Like that's the whole reason why we let them guys walk. Like, I'm sorry, John Simpson cost us so many penalties in the playoffs. Like it's not even funny. So again, it's just like, what you see from not being a diehard fan, and you don't read the message boards, and you don't watch the practices, and you don't, you know what I mean? Like I get you can't do it for every team, but again, I do it for my team, so I know what the hell's going on with my team. Now I dabble in the NFL. The NFL is my biggest topic. That's what I like talking about. Let's talk NFL. And
absolutely. But yeah, so look, the direction I was trying to go in is that the last time we saw a team three-peat was the Packers that were under Vince Lombardi from 1965 to 1967. Keyword if, the Chiefs are able to three-peat this year, does that put Patrick Mahomes not only in the best quarterback walking in the NFL, but does that put him over Tom Brady as the greatest of all time?
No. He's got a lot of rings yet to win. Like you're gonna put him at the Brady echelon. I'm gonna tell you, he's got a lot more to do, my friend. Like you can't just put him in that echelon. I mean, yeah, he's got some Super Bowls, but that's like right now, if you want to get technical, like I see him more in the Joe Montana range. He's not surpassed Brady yet.
Okay, that's fair.
So
that is fair. Yeah, I mean, look, rings are one thing, and we've already seen Tom Brady win 7 rings total throughout his illustrious 20-plus year career. But I mean, look, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid as a quarterback coach tandem, yes, they are definitely good. There is no doubt about that fact.
Patrick Mahomes rookie jersey card, baby. The prices just keep rising. The PSA graded 9. I'm like, right now, I could probably sell this for maybe $350, $400, and I mean sell it. Like it would sell that quick at that price, because right now most of them are listed for around 500 or a little more. Like they've got a couple of these listed for $1,000.
What?
That's listed. It's not selling, but it's listed for. So I'm just like, go ahead. I want him to win at least one more Super Bowl. I do.
Sell it for
year.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, look, it's definitely one thing to do a three-peat, but at the same time, in today's society of football, no. I really don't think that the Chiefs don't three-peat, but I really think that even if Patrick Mahomes were to three-peat, no, it's not going to put him over Tom Brady, because Tom Brady played for 20-plus years. And on top of that, he broke every statistical category known to man. And some of these records were set by Dan fucking Marino, a dude that didn't even see a Super Bowl ring in his entire lifetime. So, but no, I completely agree. I really don't think that if the Chiefs were to three-peat this year, no, it doesn't. There's no way in hell that's gonna put Patrick Mahomes over Tom Brady. I mean, look at some of the quarterbacks that are going to be returning in in the AFC. Like I said, we got Joe Burrow, who's going to be going through his Anakin Skywalker, Revenge of the Sith type phase.
Listen. I'm just going to tell you this, and hear me out. Like, if they win more than 8 games, I'll be surprised. Like, I think 8 games.
Bengals?
Yeah. What defense do they have? They have no defense.
Yeah.
Like Joe Burrow, on shit teams, they're gonna anybody who doesn't have a defense, they're gonna murder. But any team that has a defense and any type of offense, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day.
Yeah, true. And they lost one of their best defensive ends in free agency as well. So, I mean, look, I really see Cincinnati being a team that's going to be up there. I even said this going into last season that, look, when it comes to preseason, yes, okay, it's all right for quarterbacks or even the starters to stay out there for 1 or 2 snaps, but at most, they should stay out there for at least half of the quarter. They should stay out there for half of the game at best, because they need to go into this season feeling loose, feeling like, you know, they can still make the plays that they can still make during the regular season. But just because you're arguably one of the highest paid quarterbacks of the NFL, that doesn't mean that you should sit the fuck out after 3 fucking plays. I mean, come on.
Yep, I completely agree with you, my brother.
All right, we got a lot of expectations to talk about. We're going to go into a quick commercial break, but like I said, we got a lot of expectations worth talking about. We will be right back in the next minute.
Icy Breeze is the world's first portable air conditioner and cooler. A premium ice cooler that doubles as an eco-friendly portable air conditioner. This is not a swamp cooler just blowing air across ice. Over 60 parts and components allow Icy Breeze to achieve what no other product in the world can do. The secret behind the Icy Breeze is an innovative design that circulates chilled ice water through a heat exchanger in the lid, replacing the Freon used in most ACs. Fresh air is drawn from hidden vents in the top of the cooler, pulled across the exchanger, and chilled down to 35 degrees cooler than the outside air. A 3-speed fan control delivers Icy Breeze's dry, cold air up to 25 miles per hour, just like a car AC. And a stay-put flex hose directs the breeze in any direction. Wherever you need it, Icy Breeze helps you beat the heat.
Man, oh man, being here in Texas and with how hot it gets, I definitely sure could use one of those things. But we are less than 2. Oh boy. Whew. Those White Claws are really catching up to me after last night. Anyways, but we are less than 2 months away from kickoff for not only college football, but the NFL as well. Now, because the Kansas City Chiefs are the reigning defending Super Bowl champions, we are going to start with the Kansas Jayhawks, and we're going to go through their schedule and the expectations that most of us are going to have going into this upcoming season. So, I think it's easily a win versus Lindenwood that Kansas gets the win, and they go 1-0 versus Illinois.
What sport are you talking about?
Football.
College football?
Yes.
Oh, dude, I have no clue. I don't even know who the Jayhawks play for. Like, what team is like? What is that team?
Yeah, exactly. Like, who the fuck is Lindenwood? So the Jayhawks are gonna get a blowout win against Lindenwood. Next up, they're going into Illinois to take on the Fighting Illini.
I don't know. Flip a coin.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I think Illinois, I think they had a solid season. I think they went like 5-7 or somewhere around the 500 area. So you know what? I'm gonna take an upset, and I'm gonna take Illinois over Kansas.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to look at Kansas's, Jesus, if you want to take a look at their college football schedule, head over to ESPN. And that should make things a hell of a lot easier. Next game up, they got University Nevada, Las Vegas. Yeah, I think Kansas gets a win over UNLV. It's going to be a hard-fought win, but at the end of the day, Kansas will get the win over UNLV. Jesus. Now, next up, Andrew, myself, Chris, and I, we went over this yesterday on College Sports Villain. West Virginia, I'm sorry, but you're not getting the win over Kansas. I mean, it is what it is, you know? So right now, I got Kansas at 3-1 going into the game against TCU. Now, TCU did lose a shootout against Colorado last season.
All right, when are these games happening? When are these games being played?
Not for another month or so. Let's see. We got Lindenwood. We got about the end of August. Illinois is September 7th.
Okay.
Yeah, UNLV is going to be September 13th. West Virginia is going to be September 21st. The game against TCU is going to be September 28th. Yeah. And then obviously it goes into October and November. Yeah. So if you were to look at Kansas's schedule, where would you, or how many wins would you see Kansas winning? I mean, keep in mind, like, they really haven't been good. I think I don't think they've had a winning season since, like, God, I want to say 10 years ago. But right now, so the Jayhawks schedule, they got Lindenwood, Illinois, UNLV, West Virginia, TCU, Arizona State, Houston, Kansas State, Iowa State, BYU, Colorado, and Baylor.
TCU, Illinois. I mean, Iowa State, BYU, Baylor. I mean, they've got like 5 or 6 tough games on here.
Yeah.
Sorry, it kept taking me to basketball for some reason. Like, bro, I literally kept having to type in. I typed Kansas City Jayhawks football, and it still took me to men's basketball.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm just like, I keep looking down, like, all right, come on, hit football.
Yeah. But I could see the misconstruction, if I'm using that word correctly.
It works. I know what you mean. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah. I can see the misunderstanding of like, hey, we're trying to talk Kansas Jayhawks. Oh, basketball? No, football. Kansas has a football team?
Yeah.
But no, I completely understand. So you said, where you looking at Kansas's schedule? Where you got them?
Okay. 1. I'll give him 7 games.
All right, fair enough.
I'll give him 7 games.
Fair enough. All right. Now we are going to stay in between of Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas, and we're going to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. Now they are the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champions, but first game of the season, September 5th, they are facing the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, Kansas City's going to lose that game.
Yeah, I can see that.
Listen, and I'm just going to say this. All right. So, again, a whole bunch of pieces are moving around, and it's going to take at least 3 or 4 weeks into the season for them to get completely gelled. Like, I mean, I'm just keeping it real here. Just keeping it real.
Absolutely.
And yeah, with that being said, 100%. Like, they're gonna lose to the Ravens. We are what? We've kept like 80% of our roster is still there.
I mean, hell, it even blew me away with the fact that the Lions beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the first game of the season last year.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. I won money on that. I won money.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I hit one parlay in week 1. I hit a parlay. Week 3, I hit a parlay. And it was week 5. I hit a massive parlay. So I mean, and don't get me wrong. Like, mind you, I'm not even gonna front. Like, I'll spend $50-$60 a week placing a bunch of $1 to $5 bets.
Absolutely.
So I'm one of them guys where I'll put like 4 or 5 bets in for I'll bet $1 and run a combination where I could win $150,000. Like hey, listen, ain't no point in trying unless you're gonna try, right?
Yep, absolutely. Could not agree more. All right, so we're both in agreement that the Chiefs are going to lose to the Ravens, especially with the addition of Derrick Henry, and it's not even going to be close that Zay Flowers is going to go on a revenge tour this upcoming season.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even necessarily call it a revenge tour. He's just like he's got the veteran knowledge now.
Yep.
He knows better. So
he knows what not to do.
Exactly. So now that he knows better, He's not going to make the same mistakes. He's going to do the right thing.
Yep.
And
it was an unfortunate freak accident of what happened when he tried to dive for the end zone, but ultimately it ended up being a fumble.
Yeah, and again, like I said, for me, that is, I'm not gonna 100% be like, oh man, that's fucking stupid. You're a fucking jackass. You ruined that play, because that's not true at all.
He made sure that he was going to do what it took for the Ravens to win.
Yeah, and that's my exact point. Is again, he put us in our best position. So.
Absolutely. All right. Oh my God, I cannot wait to see what the Ravens do this upcoming season, especially with the addition of Terry fucking Henry. Oh my God, that takes a hell of a lot of pressure off of Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was the whole point. That's why we tried to trade for him last year before the deadline. And Tennessee came out. Tennessee came out right and said it at the end of the year. They were like, "Yeah, we didn't want to give him Derrick Henry, because if they would have had Derrick Henry, they'd have won the Super Bowl. We'd have basically handed them a Super Bowl, and that one didn't happen." So, fuck them.
Oh God! All right, but yeah. So after the Chiefs take a loss to the Ravens, they got the Bengals next up on their schedule.
So I'll give him the win against the Bengals, because the Bengals don't have a very good defense.
Okay. I was going to say, I think it's going to be a shootout between the Chiefs and the Bengals. Mostly, like I said,
it's going to be a 60-point game. It's going to be a 60-point game.
Easily. But I think Cincinnati gets the job done over the Kansas City Chiefs.
No. Listen, this is Andy Reid. He's not going to lose back-to-back games like that.
That's true.
It's not going to happen. And like I said, no offense to that Cincinnati defense. Like, I don't know any of your names anymore. And I watch your team at least twice a fucking year. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm saying.
And they definitely don't have Vontaze Burfict.
Oh no, they haven't had him in years, thank God.
Dirtiest player in the NFL, and it's not even close.
No. Romankowski would eat his ass for breakfast. Romanowski. Yeah. Let's talk. You want to talk dirty fucking players? We talk dirty players.
I don't know. I mean, Bill Romanowski, he was a dirty player, but he made sure to make it look clean. Vontaze Burfict, oh no, he was out in daylight making sure that it was going to be fucking dirty.
Are you kidding? Romanowski literally broke his own teammate's fucking face, cracked his fucking cranium in, bro. What he said, like, what? Motherfucker would literally, he said it in an interview during his document, yeah, I used to go after guys' knees. I try to snap their fucking legs backwards.
Yeah.
I
mean, look, hold up. Even Bill Romanowski said, like, look, if I'm going into a fumble pile, I'm going to make sure that nobody else is going to go in there again, because I'm going to make sure that, yeah.
All right, who's Kansas got next?
All right, so next game up, I think this team takes a progressive step forward next season, but they go into Atlanta to take on the Falcons.
They're going to beat the Falcons.
Yes.
I'm waiting for Andrew to pop in and be like, they're not going to beat the Falcons.
Andrew, if you're out there, I'm sorry, but the Falcons are taking the L against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sorry.
Yep. Talk to him.
Yep. All right, so next game up, this is a surefire shootout game. They go into, you know what? We could talk about how they're in LA all we want, but they will forever be the San Diego Chargers. So Kansas City goes into San Diego to take on the Chargers.
That's a win.
Okay.
Harbaugh's first year, like, you know what I mean, it's going to be what it is. Like he's going to probably win 8 or 9 games.
Yep.
But this ain't one of them.
No, definitely ain't one of them. I can see where you're coming from though. Next game up,
in division game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm Kansas City ain't losing to nobody in their division. We can get that. Like I don't even think they're going to lose to the Raiders.
I'll agree to that. Yeah, I'll agree to that. I'll agree to that easily. Next game up, they welcome the Saints into Arrowhead Stadium.
That's going to be a decent to good game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. Or I'd be surprised if it wasn't a decent to good game.
Now, again, I mean, it also depends where the Saints are standing. The Saints got a decent team on both sides of the ball where they can compete. Do I think they're going to be in the playoffs? Probably fucking not. But do they have a decent team? Yeah.
Yeah. And they have a decent quarterback with Spencer Rattler coming out of South Carolina as well. So we'll see what happens, though.
But I got Kansas City winning.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. Now, these next 3 games are they tough to call. The Kansas City Chiefs go into San Francisco to take on the Niners.
Daddy?
I'll tell you what, if everybody's healthy, give me the Niners.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the Niners still get it done, even with Nick Bosa leading the defense on San Francisco. And as much as I love the Kansas City Chiefs, I think that the Raiders might get the win as well, with Max Crosby leading the defense as well. On top of that, I mean, look, Antonio Pierce was winning games with Aiden O'Fucking-Connell under center. Like, who the fuck is that guy?
Again, listen. Fool me once, shame on me. You ain't gonna fool me twice.
All right, fair enough. This is definitely going to be another shootout, but the Chiefs go into Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. And I really think that Tampa Bay has found their quarterback with Baker Mayfield under center.
I mean, Tampa Bay is not going to win this game. Tampa Bay is not going to win this game. I just don't see it. Like Baker Mayfield, I mean, the points are going to be there. Like it's going to be like a 50-some point game. Yeah, absolutely. But do I think Baker wins this game? Probably not.
No. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a hard-fought win for the Kansas City Chiefs. There's no doubt about that. But Tampa Bay is going to make sure that they stay in this game. Next game up, we got a AFC West matchup against the Broncos. I'm pretty sure that's going to be an easy win.
Easy win.
Yeah.
Easy win. if they don't win against the Broncos, I mean, man, don't get me wrong. Like,
absolutely,
shit team. The Cardinals last year, they had a couple crazy wins. The Raiders had a couple crazy wins.
They got a win over the fucking Dallas Cowboys, for crying out loud.
So, I mean, it ain't like, you know what I mean? Same thing with the Colts. Colts beat us last year.
Yep.
And it was huge odds. So,
hey, look,
mean,
Anthony Richardson, he is definitely on my list of dark horses to be a MVP type player this upcoming season. That's just how I see it.
We'll see. I mean, again, for me, it's just like we seen a little bit last year, but he didn't play all last year. So that's the whole thing. He didn't. It's not like he got a bunch of time under his belt. So
Yep.
going into this year, it's like, this is his actual rookie year. He's gonna play the whole year. Like let's see what he can do the whole fucking year, and then we can see where he's at. But listen, again,
I mean, what was it? It
every
was like
year it's big shit about certain quarterbacks, and other quarterbacks get swept under the rug. And especially more often than late, it's the guys who get swept under the rug that's been the better quarterbacks.
I don't know. I mean, it was like 4 or 5 games before he was put out for the entirety of the season. I mean, the dude was making a serious case to be rookie of the year if he didn't get injured.
I mean, listen. For me, don't get me wrong. Like, CJ Stroud did amazing. Okay, for a rookie, he did amazing.
Absolutely, yeah.
But for me, it was like, dude, I really thought Puka Nacua was going to get it. Puka Nacua, I mean, literally, if you take Puka Nacua off that team, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're nowhere near, you know what I mean, as good. Now, granted, you take CJ Stroud off that team, do they get to the playoffs? Probably not. But are they still 7-8 win team? Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I was gonna say they are easily a 500 team because
that's why
look at Nico Collins, for crying out loud.
If there's any team that I am scared of this year, it is the motherfucking Texans. Because now year 2 with CJ Stroud. He's learned more, he's gonna play faster, he's playing with more knowledge, and he understands coverages.
Fucking talk to him.
Then on top of that, you didn't just reload, you revamped his entire motherfucking offensive weapons. All right. Then on top of that, you got even better on defense. Like when I tell you that, I mean, honestly, as soon as I'm fixing to do a long shot bet here with the Texans going to the Super Bowl. I mean, listen.
That wouldn't surprise me either.
It's hard, and it's hard because
it is
the AFC team. I feel like we can go to the Super Bowl this year, but both of us can't. Both of us can't. The Texans and the Ravens both can't go.
Fucking talk to them.
There can be only one.
Yep.
So we'll see, but I'm 100%. The Texans are a playoff team, and
easily couldn't agree more. I mean, look, the AFC South is going to be a battle zone. Don't get me wrong. Like, yes, oh my God, who is it? Trevor Lawrence, yes, he did get paid. He is more than likely the highest paid quarterback that's in the NFL right now. And if it wasn't for injuries, man, the Jacksonville Jaguars easily would have came out of the AFC South. I do have some faith in the Tennessee Titans, but I mean, right now, from where I'm sitting, the AFC South is easily going to the Houston Texans.
Yeah. I mean, listen, barring injury and some crazy shit happening, bro.
Yep.
And DeMeco Ryans is, oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Again, I am low-key pissed off that he didn't win Coach of the Year last year.
Oh my God, he should have.
I was, and didn't they? Who they give it to? Didn't they give it to Stefanski?
Oh yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Look, don't get me wrong. Kevin Stefanski easily did earn Coach of the Year, but I mean, come on, DeMeco Ryans, he got the Houston Texans to the playoffs for the first time in God knows how fucking long.
Man.
We'll see. The rookie quarterback.
What's the next game on the schedule?
All right. So, excluding the easy win over the Denver Broncos, what basically should be the rivalry in the AFC, we got the Chiefs at Buffalo taking on the Bills.
So I'll give this one to the Bills. I'll say the Bills will take this one. Now, they don't have much of a defense. They don't have much of a defense anymore. But I'll say this.
Josh Allen lost, the Bills offense lost their number one receiver, Stephon Diggs, to the fucking Texans.
Did they lose Dawson Knox? Then I don't care. As long as they got Dawson Knox. They got the other I can't remember his name. The other tight end.
That's fair.
But I mean, listen. The whole thing is he still got weapons. They still got guys there. They drafted guys. Like, listen to me, Josh Allen putting the ball where he needs to put it, and the receivers running the routes at the speed they need to. I mean, he's a good quarterback.
He is, but he just needs some motherfucking weapons.
I mean, he's still got a few weapons. They've got a decent offensive line. Like, they're gonna win 9 games. They're gonna win 9 games.
Yeah,
and especially, you know what I mean. Like, they're gonna win 9 games. Now, here's the whole thing. What really matters is what Aaron Rodgers plays with the Jets. If Aaron Rodgers stays healthy and plays with the Jets, then that really will help determine on how Josh Allen. Yeah, those 2 games are going to mean a lot.
I have no faith in the fucking Jets, especially after last year.
Oh, yeah, hold on. I didn't say that the Jets were going to win 8 or 9 games. I said the Bills were.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
I think the Jets' ceiling right now at this point, until I see Rodgers play an entire game in the regular season, I'm putting their ceiling at 6 wins. That's the Jets' ceiling right now. 6 wins. That's their ceiling for me.
For the Jets?
Yes.
Okay,
fair ceiling.
Fair enough.
That's the most I think they could win is 6 games. Now, like I said,
enough.
Aaron Rodgers comes back and plays like Aaron Rodgers of old, and he's still got the arm and he can still move around and get the accuracy going. Then maybe we could start talking the 8s or maybe the 9s. But
yes,
again, it is a show me league, and that motherfucker got to show me because he ain't played.
Especially because it is the AFC East, one of the toughest divisions in the AFC, and it's not even
now one of the toughest divisions.
Yes,
yes, league, bro.
Yes,
Tom Brady and nobody else.
Yep, absolutely. Could not agree more. All the rest of the 3 teams in the AFC East were lucky to even get a win over the New England Patriots when Tom Brady was under center.
And then on top of that, the Dolphins.
Yep.
Dolphins. I feel like everybody's forgetting about the Dolphins this year. Because I hear a lot of people talking about, this team, that team, this team, that team. But the one team that I ain't heard much about is the motherfucking Dolphins. And the Dolphins got plenty of weapons.
Because Tua is under center.
What is that? He's a good quarterback. Let's stop bullshitting. He's a good quarterback. I didn't call him great. I didn't say he was top 5.
He's decent, in my opinion.
He is top 15 in the league all day long.
That's fair.
So
I'll give you that.
And then on top of that, again, he is accurate within 30 yards. He is.
Oh yeah,
he's accurate.
And look at the weapons that he has to work with. He has Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. They just got Odell Beckham Jr.
They got Burrows, they got fucking, they've got weapons. He's got weapons there, and he's got running backs. He's got Avalanche. He's got Mostert. Like, they're gonna have another season.
Oh my God, what's his name? Anchi?
Oh, I call him Avalanche.
Okay, yep, fair enough.
Listen, he helped me win my motherfucking league last year. All right, let's be real. I drafted him. I won my league because of him.
Fair enough.
Hey, unfortunately, I got to jump off here for a few minutes. I got to go handle this. I'll be right back in probably like 10 minutes.
Okay. We got plenty of games to talk about. Do you think? But next game up, we now the Bills are definitely in a very tough division, being the AFC East. But so long as Josh Allen is under center for the Bills, I really see it as the AFC East being the Bills and Dolphins. Until I see something from the New York Jets with Aaron Rodgers under center, look, I do not trust the Jets anytime soon. It more so has to do with the fact that Rodgers went down 4 games. 4 games. 4 plays into the season last year. But next game up, we got a team that I've been looking around social media for a while, and I think they take a big progressive step forward next season. Unfortunately, this is not their game to win. The Kansas City Chiefs go into Carolina to take on the Panthers, and just like I said, I think the Panthers are going to take a big progressive step forward next season. Against the Chiefs, it's not going to happen anytime soon. But mark your calendars, because November 29th, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Look, what Antonio Pierce has done since he became the interim coach, and he was like, hey, look, I'm trying to make sure that I bring the NWA LA Raiders type of mentality back to this team. Look, man, like I said, Antonio Pierce was winning games with Aiden O'Fucking-Connell under center. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, I believe that if Aiden O'Connell still remains under center, or hell, even if Gardner Minshew, again, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, if Gardner Minshew is under center for the Las Vegas Raiders, oh my God! The fucking Raiders are more than likely will get the season win over the Kansas City Chiefs. It wouldn't surprise me. It really would fucking not surprise me. But next game up, they take on the, like I said, you can call them the LA Chargers all you want, but for a true football fan, and for every true football fan out there, you know that they are the San Diego Chargers. Anyways, next game up, the Kansas City Chiefs take on the San Diego Chargers on Sunday Night Football on December 8th. This is definitely going to be a good matchup. I really think it's going to be one of those games where Jim Harbaugh finally gets some traction under his footing, and also makes sure that Justin Herbert is having a MVP type of season. But I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs and take Kansas City over the Chargers. Ooh. Now, this is another good game. So, next game up, December 15th, the Kansas City Chiefs go into Cleveland to take on the Browns. Now, I'm not expecting much from the Browns, more so because it has to do with the fact that Deshaun Watson really ruined the quarterback, or ruined the market for quarterbacks. Why? Because he signed a 5-year, $230 million, fully guaranteed, mind you, $230 million fully guaranteed deal with the Cleveland Browns. What have the Browns done since they signed Deshaun Watson? They have done not a single thing. I mean, their best chance was Baker Mayfield, and they beat the Steelers in the 2020 playoffs, for crying out loud. I mean, fuck. The Browns even called Joe Flacco off of the fucking couch, and the Browns still won a playoff game with Joe Flacco under center. I'll trust anybody under center other than Deshaun fucking Watson. Chiefs are taking this game. Whew. Now, next game up, we got the Chiefs versus Texans. I think this is going to be one of those rare wins that the Texans get over the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, we got Christmas Day. We got the Kansas City Chiefs going into Pittsburgh to take on the fucking Steelers. This is assuming that Adam the dumbass Silver isn't making sure that it's like, oh, hey, you know what? We're going to host an end-season tournament just so we can get some more fucking views. Get the fuck out of here. From this November on. All right? Adam Silver, I really hope you are listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Because from November on, hell, from fucking October on, it belongs to football, baby. So, don't be a dumbass and try to think, hey, you know what? Let's have another in-season tournament. That was fucking stupid. The NFL really outnumbered you guys as regards to viewership. When it came to Christmas fucking Day. But you decided, hey, you know what? Let me compete with the fucking NFL. You really had to do something as stupid as the in-season tournament to compete with the NFL. Why? Hell, it wouldn't have even surprised me if college football had more viewership than you guys did, or had more viewership than the NBA did. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Christmas Day. The Kansas City Chiefs go into Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Steelers. Y'all might really see your first losing season in God knows how long. Like, here's my thing. The Pittsburgh Steelers have really seen three, count them, three head coaches since their entire existence. But this might be the year that Pittsburgh sees a losing season. Kansas City is going to go into Pittsburgh and they are going to beat the Steelers on Christmas Day. Now, January 5th wouldn't be no surprise if what am I talking about? When the Kansas City Chiefs go into the Mile High City, take on Denver and beat them January 5th to move on to the NFL playoffs. Now, we are going to take our final commercial break. And we got some baseball predictions to make, baby. And, oh yeah, we got a segment coming up after this commercial break where I talk about a baseball player based on their career path, and you are going to have to guess who that player is based on their career path. But we're going to take our final commercial break, and we will be right back.
Boy, that's mediocre.
Then what the are you doing?
I was drinking that.
No, you were surviving it. Give excitement a try with Bones Coffee. Click on the link below to order some for yourself. Here. Whoa is right. That substance you were sipping before is what we in the industry refer to as ass water. Sure, it technically has caffeine, but at Bones Coffee, we believe in the experience of waking up every morning looking forward to that first tasty cup. That's why we roast carefully selected beans in small batches to perfection, so you can count on quality in every cup. And not only that, Bones has a ton of fabulous flavors from which to choose.
Bang! Did someone mention flavors? Highland Greg, pleasure to meet you.
What'll it be, Greg?
You know, I've been hankering for the spiced rum flavor of Highland Grove, please.
Greg, I'm surprised by the size of your bagpipe.
Ugh, it's not the size of the bagpipe that matters, laddie.
Yeah, it's how hard you blow it. Yeah, let's leave the talking to me.
Oh, gee, I just got back from chasing some hosers out of the grilling rink. I could go for some maple bacon coffee right about noon.
Coming right up.
Hey kid, you single?
Yeah.
That's why this place looks like
Here you are, my salty siren.
Thanks. I need the salted caramel chocolate pick-me-up after dealing with this loser.
How in the world are all these people getting in here?
We just walked in. Click on the link below to stop drinking water and get yourself Bones Coffee today. Or maybe you don't want to click on the link below because you think, flavored coffee's not for me. That was Sarah G's experience. She says, usually flavored coffees taste chemically to me, but these do not. They have a really pleasant aroma and flavor. They do not leave that weird residue on the bottom of your mug like many flavored coffees do. And Cheryl S. says, I ordered this for my son's GF for a B-day. She loves it. Why, Cheryl, that's awfully nice of you. Unfortunately, they broke up and I can't return it. Frowny face. Well, that's awkward. At least she liked it, though. Stop settling for mediocrity and order Bones Coffee today.
Man, oh man, I would love to try some Bones Coffee right now. Be sure to check out the link in the video. But I do know one person that has tried Bones Coffee. He had to step away for a little bit, but he is back, and I'm sure he's got some big and spicy takes with some of the baseball games coming up this weekend. What it do, baby?
What's up? What's up, man? No, had to take a step away, grab the kids for a second.
Hey, look, it is what it is. It's that parenting life, you know. You know how it be.
Yes, sir. What we got next on the agenda?
Yep. All right. So it is that time of the week where, since baseball season is going on, I'm going to name a player based on their career path, and you are going to have to guess who it is. Without any further ado, let's get into the segment. Now, this player started his career with the San Diego Padres in 2011 and would only spend one season with them. In 2012, he would be traded to the Chicago Cubs, where he spent nearly 10 years with them and would be a household name with two other players. I'm not going to say who those two other players are, but He would also be a part of the infamous 2016 team to end the 108-year-old drought and bring a World Series back to the city of Chicago. Now, unfortunately, in 2021, he would be traded to the New York Yankees. Thanks, Chicago. This dude's position is a first baseman, and he makes it look nearly effortless.
Is it Anthony Villo or is it DJ LeMahieu?
Anthony Rizzo.
Rizzo. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
You were on the right track. I was like,
Yeah,
Anthony.
I mean, because I'm sitting here thinking, because
who? Anthony, who?
Older guy. The problem is, like, you know, unless you're an Oriole or had been an Oriole at some period of time, unless you're like known for something, or you did sports casting, or you had one crazy game where your highlight is embedded. It's like, you know, I don't really know.
Now, you know what? Speaking of the Orioles, they are in. We're gonna do some weekend baseball predictions. The Orioles are in Oakland to take on the A's, and how the fuck they're in first? Why? Because the Yankees are 6-14 in their last 20 games. God fucking damn it!
It's okay. See, the thing is, you would rather have your slump going into All-Star break versus after All-Star break.
That's true. That's true.
So,
but Baltimore goes into Oakland to take on the A's. This is one of the afternoon games that we're looking at right now.
yeah. So Baltimore is going to win the series.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to lie though. Over the last 20 games, we've had a handful of tough losses. So,
yeah,
especially games that we should have won. But again, we got to give Adley a break. We got to give Gunnar a break. You know, we can't ride these guys every fucking day. Even though, you know, I'm just
look, right now, in my opinion, the Baltimore Orioles really have a lineup set up like the 2016 Chicago Cubs. They got Colton Cowser, they got Adley Rutschman, and they got Gunnar Henderson. I mean, come on!
Yeah, and then you're not even talking about Ryan Mountcastle. See, everybody forgets Mountcastle too. And it's O'Hearn, it's Urias, it's Westberg. I mean, and then Santander, who led the league in home runs for June.
God, I mean,
So,
it's
the only thing that worries me is the bullpen. But seeing Felix Bautista pitching, it's starting to feel good. It's starting to feel good. He's pitching. Hopefully by the playoffs, he's healthy enough to come back. And it's going to get spicy. It's going to get spicy.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I'm telling you right now, the AL East is heating up right fucking now. And, my God, it's not even close. The fact that the Yankees and the Orioles are – what are they? They're tied for first?
Who?
Or, hell, it wouldn't even surprise me if the Orioles were a game over the Yankees in the AL East.
Yeah, Yankees are 2 games back. Because you guys have 3 more losses than we do. And we have 1 more win than you do.
Fair enough. But all right. So right now we are going to bring our final host or co-host onto the show right now. He is a villain in the sports world. Please help me welcome the college sports villain.
I'm a bad guy, the one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth.
Yes, it is that time to bring on the villain of college sports, Mr. Andrew Anderson. What it do, baby?
Oh man, I was in a meeting before I got on here with the big dogs of the network. You know what I'm saying? So we had to get that out of the way.
Absolutely. How was your 4th of July last night?
It was good. After the show, we grilled some ribs, some steaks, some chicken, some corn, some asparagus while shooting fireworks. So it was a ball.
That's what our forefathers fought for, baby.
For the chicken and ribs. That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, there was a player I was talking about with Mac earlier. He started his career in 2011 with the San Diego Padres. After that, he would get traded to the Chicago Cubs and become a household name, staying with them until 2021, and he would also be a part of the infamous 2016 Chicago Cubs World Series team. Now, again, in 2021, he would get traded to the New York Yankees, where he is still currently playing.
Damn, he's old. In baseball years, if he started in 2011,
yep.
Lord, I don't know. I didn't sleep much last night. I apologize. The name is not coming to me.
So the player is Anthony Rizzo.
Oh yeah, Anthony Rizzo.
Well, I can't believe he's still kicking.
I do better when the trivia is 80s and 90s.
Yeah, see, you know what? I really thought about going with Ken Griffey Jr. But
we'd all got that.
All I would have had to do was made sure that he was the only player to play with his dad, and that easily would have given it away.
Oh, I mean, anything would. Started with the Mariners, went to the Reds. Like it all would have hit me like quickly. Like I love me some the kid, man.
Oh God, and he's got the smoothest swing in baseball, and it's not even close.
Hey, have you seen his golf swing?
No.
They put that on. I saw that on X the other day. It's just like his baseball swing. It looks flawless. I mean, the ball's not going like where Tiger Woods' ball would go, but the swing itself is so pretty.
I am gonna have to look into that, but I mean, I'm more so based off of like his baseball swing and just how smooth it was in his baseball stance as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He was definitely the best swing ever. You know, I had some pretty cool looking swings. Chipper Jones had a really pretty one too. Oh, he really did.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hell, like he is more than likely the greatest left-handed swinger of all time.
Yeah, I mean, you got Babe Ruth, but yeah, you know.
In today's modern day era.
Yeah, modern day.
Give me the kid. Give me the kid. But yeah, so right now we are currently in the segment of making weekend predictions for baseball. And like I said, the fact that Baltimore is over the Yankees right now and the fact that the Yankees have gone 6-14 in their last 20 games. We're going to start with Baltimore, and they go into Oakland to take on the A's.
I mean, the A's are right where we thought they would be after having pretty decent beginning of the season. I mean,
I'll give you that.
They finna get slaughtered. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah. And not to mention, Baltimore has a core, much like the 2010s Chicago Cubs with Anthony Rizzo, Javier Baez, Chris Bryant. Baltimore, they have Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson, and Colton Cowser, for crying out loud.
Mm-hmm.
So, wouldn't be any from Baltimore today. But first game, so Baltimore versus Oakland is one of the afternoon games. First game up at 11:05 Mountain Time, my time. We got one of, if not the greatest rivalry in all of baseball. We got Boston going into New York to take on the Yankees.
Now, if anyone would have said that Boston would be 8 games over 500 at this point, like, not many people would have believed them. I think I said about a month or so ago that Boston is looking very good all of a sudden.
Yep, somehow, some way.
Well, I mean, they've always had money, so they've got it to spend. But it's in New York. The Yankees aren't going to continue losing consistently like that. I think the Yankees win the series, but I think Boston snatches one.
Okay. Yeah, and Garrett Cole is going to be on the mound for the Yankees.
Yep.
Big Mac, what you got for this game?
Well, I know Boston's definitely going to steal one, but I'm leaning towards Boston in the series. I think the Yankees win one, and I think is it a 3 or 4 game series?
So right now, from what
I'll say this: if it's a 4 game series, I'll take the split. If it's a 3 game, give me Boston for the upset.
Okay, fair enough. Right now, Boston is currently playing New York. Right now, let me see here.
Last time I looked, it was scoreless in the 3rd.
Okay,
you make sense. The Yankees are heavily favored in here. If you feeling that way, you spicy.
I mean, I did. I bet on the Red Sox.
Oh, nice.
Like I actually did. I bet on the Red Sox.
Okay, fair enough. Now, next game up, Houston. I don't know what the hell they've been on. I don't know if Oscar the Grouch has been out in the stands lately, but they are finally over 500 going into the All-Star break, and they go into Minnesota to take on the Twins, who are battling with the Royals for second place in the AL Central.
So for me with this, it's one of those things where I'm high on the Twins. So but with that being said, the Astros are one of the hottest teams in baseball. And I'm just looking at my wife. I'm sorry, she's so beautiful. The Astros are one of the hottest teams, and they're plus 50 in run differential. They're getting hot at the right time. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games. Man, give me the Astros.
Yes. Okay, fair enough.
So with the Astros, I've been betting on the pitching. So there's three Astro pitchers that I don't mind betting on. What is it? It's Brown. It's Blanco or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I want to say the other dude might be
guy. I can't remember his name, but regardless, like they've got a decent bullpen, and of course they've got a lineup that can hit, and they can hit regularly. Now, have they had a slow start to the season? Bats weren't warm. Bats were cold. Well, now bats are warm.
I mean, hell, Yordan Alvarez was actually helping the Astros put runs on the board.
Hey, look, the Astros are 2 games out.
Yeah.
being in first place. The Astros are for real, and all I can say is here we go. I mean, like they just are 8-2 in the last games. The plus 50.
Where the Rangers?
They're 2 games out.
Where the Rangers?
They're middle of the fucking pack.
I know.
Well, I mean, the
look at
Rangers
it.
are
I'm
10
just
games
like,
under
damn.
500.
Like, yeah, they are the reigning defending World Series champions, and they are the middle of the fucking pack in the AL West. And the Seattle Mariners are the leading team in the AL West.
Well, you know that they're 2-8 in their last 10. The Rangers, and they're going through a spell right now, and Seattle is 3-7 for their last 10. And so the Houston Astros, so it's not where you are in June, is where you are in September. And that's where Houston's going to be in September, up 10 games.
Yep. That
give me Houston big.
Yep. Like one of my neighbors out here said it best. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
Right.
And right now, Houston is getting some traction under their feet right now.
Yeah, 8-2 in the last 10 games, I'd say so.
Yep, absolutely. Next game up, we got the LA Angels going into Chicago to take on the Cubs, and we got Tyler Anderson of the LA Angels going up against Kyle Hendricks of the Chicago Cubs.
I mean, look, I mean, Hendricks is fucking goddamn awful, man. Like just fucking awful. He's got like an 80 RA, but the Angels are fucking awful too. Like this is a battle of two very bad teams right now. The Cubs are not what you would hope they would be. At the beginning of the season, they're 7 games under 500. They're just constantly getting blown out. Their pitching is awful.
They're losing games that they should be winning
easily, but this is in Chicago, and the Angels are bad, but Chicago is really bad right now, and they're starting probably the worst starting pitcher in baseball. Man, give me Cubs for the series, but I think the Angels are going to win one.
Fair enough.
Max, they both suck. Why are you asking me?
I'm gonna take the Angels.
Ooh, okay.
Because I can't bet on the pitchers, so I got to bet on the rotation. I'm sorry. At least the Angels get people on base.
Yeah,
I've watched multiple Cubs games this year where they put up a goose egg, and it's been rough.
Yeah, it really has been.
To going into
trust me, when I'll tell you, as a supporter of the Chicago Cubs, it's been rough to watch.
2 people got on base, and one of them got walked.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'll agree to that.
It was the first inning. The rest of the game, they didn't get shit.
He just trashed
we're not gonna go there. Oh man. All right. So next game up, we got one of the hottest teams in baseball right now, being the New York Mets going into Pittsburgh. Man.
All right, so
the Pittsburgh Pirates, they're still sneaky in my opinion. They really could get into the wild card somehow. I don't know how, but I think they will.
So the Mets are one of the hottest teams in baseball. They're 6-4 their last 10, and they've lost 2 in a row. I'm not sure I agree with that sentiment. But the fact that they're 1 game under 500 after losing their entire roster of superstars and the highest payroll last year shows you that you can't just throw money at it. This game, Pittsburgh, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear me say this because they got the new Golden Boy and all that, but Pittsburgh is not a good baseball team.
They got 2 Golden Boys,
and they're 4 games under 500 with MLB's 30th hardest schedule, which means they have one of the easiest schedules in the league. The Mets win this, and they may sweep it. You had said the Mets were a better team than everybody back in June, like the beginning of June, and I think you were right that the Mets are better than people say. I don't think they're one of the hottest teams, but I do think they're one of the more consistent teams in baseball right now, and I think they sweep the Pirates in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they're like what?
They're
2.
I was gonna say they're sitting at like 500.
Bro, out of the last 20 games, they've won like 16 or 18 of them. Like,
yeah, it's because of fucking
and they were
Grimace.
talking about
The Mets,
like
the Mets are 4-6 in their last 10 games.
4-6.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well,
I'm still picking
it
the
was
Mets
the
to
last 20
sweep.
games or something. I don't know. It was on ESPN earlier. I seen it while I was at work. That's why I was like, huh?
Mets
Because
good.
they were talking about, I think, the second baseman or shortstop guy, and they were talking about how he
Francisco Lindor.
He did the song. I don't know. He made a song with the and then got famous with the Mets. I'm not sure. Like I said, I was at work. I seen it while I was working.
I mean, hey, I'll be the dark horse. I will pick Pittsburgh over the Mets, mostly because of Jared Jones and Paul Skeens.
No, I want to make some.
All right. So next up, the St. Louis Cardinals. They've been on a fucking roll as of late, and they go into Washington to take on a very sneaky team that could also make the wild card if they continue to play the same level of baseball that they're playing right now. We got St. Louis at Washington taking on the Nationals.
Yeah, St. Louis 6-4 in their last 10 games, but they also play one of the Major League Baseball's weakest schedules. That is something that's going on right now with that. And then the run differential is -37. I mean, it's just been the fact that their schedule has let them in. However, I mean, like you said, the Nationals could sneak in. They're 41-47. The Nationals aren't ready to make that jump.
Yeah. Oh, they'll definitely be ready next season.
They could be, but I'm looking at this game. I'm looking at this series. I mean, at the end of the day, it's in Washington, and the Nationals have a better pitching squad than St. Louis does. Give me Washington for the series.
All right, fair enough. I was going to say, even the Cardinals have Lance Lynn going onto the mound for tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm going to go to opposite. I'm going Cardinals. I'm gonna go Cardinals for the series.
Yeah. I mean, it's really hard to choose because St. Louis, they've been on a run as of late, but at the same time, like, Washington, they're so fucking sneaky, mostly because of much like the Orioles, of like the core that they have right now because of the players that they're bringing up from AA, even AAA.
Yeah.
So, but we got Tampa Bay. Next game up, we got Tampa Bay going into Texas to take on the reigning, defending World Series champions. And right now, the way that Texas has been playing, looks like they won't be defending anything anytime soon. So I'm going to have to go with Tampa Bay in this series.
So not like you said, Tampa Bay was going to be a decent team this year. So I looked into it. Tampa Bay has the hardest schedule in Major League Baseball, number one hardest schedule. And with that being said, they play in the toughest division in baseball.
Yes.
And they are 44-43 with their negative run differential, but with the teams they're playing, you kind of expect that. And the Rangers are bad. I'm taking the Rays to win this series. I mean, like the fact that they're 44-43 over, even though it's just one game, with Major League Baseball's hardest schedule in the hardest division, I think they're a better team than the Rangers.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
Yeah, they're going to win the series.
Yep.
They might give one to the Rangers, but they should win the series.
I think so too. Tampa Bay, 41 game over 500 sounds bad, but when you have MLB's toughest schedule so far, that's pretty good.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, look, with the AL East, it's nothing too surprising with the fact that we really knew that the Yankees and the Orioles were going to be battling for first place. Everybody else below the Yankees and Orioles, it was going to be a battle for third place.
Yeah, Yeah, I think everybody knew that. I don't think anybody expected anything different.
Oh yeah,
was in the Yankees. I
Yep.
don't. If they did, they, they were good.
They were on that booger sugar.
Yeah, they were on something. All right.
Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, the run that the Red Sox are on right now is definitely impressive, and the fact that they are the middle of the pack while the Rays and the Blue Jays are fighting it out for like bottom of the pack.
Blue Jays a good team too, man. Like the AL East, if these teams played in any other division in baseball, we'd be talking about they'd be competing for the top spot.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Anyways, next game up, we got the Chicago White Sox going into Miami to take on the Marlins. This is basically a battle of two of the worst teams in baseball right now. And Garrett Crochet is on the mound for the White Sox. It's only a matter of time before the MLB trade deadline before Garrett Crochet is out of there.
Dude, so these are the two worst teams in baseball. And Crochet is going to somewhere else. I mean, the guy's fucking 6-6 and he's got a fucking smoking ERA. I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, but the White Sox
love
win.
to see him. And
This game. But honestly, I don't even know who's gonna win this fucking series, man. Like the battle of the willpower of who, I mean, they're two worst teams in baseball, right? I don't know. Give me the Marlins 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I'll take the Marlins as well.
No, I'm taking the White Sox. Here's the difference. White Sox at least get on base.
Ooh,
and that's the reason why they've snuck and they've beat teams like the Orioles. They beat the Yankees. Like, look at some of their wins. They've beat some really good teams.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
and
that's
what I'm saying. Like,
they
get
did.
on base. That's why they win the games. The problem is everybody but one motherfucker in their bullpen sucks.
But
yeah, they have the talent. They just can't get it done.
The problem with the White Sox is they beat the Braves and the Orioles and the Yankees, and they turn around and they fucking lose to the Marlins. Give me the Marlins 2 out of 3.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. I mean, look, both of these teams, they really have the talent to get it done. And I'm honestly, I'll agree. I'll go with Miami as well. Like, they have the talent to get it done, but they just cannot, for the life of them, close it the fuck out.
Nope.
Anyways, next game up, Detroit. No surprise that they're taking a big progressive step forward this season. They go into Cincinnati, who I really thought was going to take a very big step forward this season. And so we got Detroit taking on the Reds.
So you and I have different opinions on this. I had higher hopes for Detroit than I did Cincinnati, and
I had higher hopes for both teams. I'll be honest.
I mean, Detroit has just let me down. Cincinnati is what we thought they were. Well, what I thought they were, a one-man show.
Ellie De La Cruz is just doing what he does best.
But the difference here is the Reds win at home, and they win at home a lot. They're and I know it sounds funny that they're only 20 and 23 at home, but I mean that matters. I mean the Detroit Tigers are 20 and 26 away. Give me the Reds. Oh man, if this is a 4-game series, give me a fucking split. But give me the Reds to win 2 out of 3, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Like that's where I'm going. I'll pick the Reds.
That's fair. I mean, I completely agree. If it's a 4-game series, give me both teams to split the series.
I'm gonna take Detroit. I'm taking Detroit for the series.
All right, fair enough.
Eminem is still playing.
All right, so next game up, we got a team that is making some kind of noise in the NL West. The San Francisco Giants going to Cleveland to take on the Indians.
Man, you just jumped all kind of crap out of mine. Like it must be. Oh yeah, because I follow the Guardian, the Indians. That's why it jumped all the way back. I was like, wait a minute, that's not the next game on my agenda. But I see why now. I see why. The Giants are a big fucking disappointment. Give me the Guardians to sweep them.
Okay.
Well, I can tell you now that they're not sweeping them because they're getting beat right now.
What's the score?
Last time I looked, it was 3-0. Giants up.
Ooh, okay.
But yeah, no, they should win the series. Cleveland should win the series. I mean, they're one of the best teams in baseball right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like
they're top 5 in the league right now.
I know
they are.
and they're definitely going to be there when playoff time comes.
Yeah.
Look, how many times have we seen games where teams were down 4-0 in the 4th inning and they win fucking 11-5? I'm not willing to give up on this game yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll agree with that.
Well, look, for me, I give up until I see you start putting points on the board. Once you start putting points on the board, all right, there's comeback potential. But until those points are there, you know what I mean? Like I'm just okay. Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
Yep.
I don't feel confident.
Yeah, we're at a we'll see moment here. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so next game up, we got the Toronto Blue Jays going into Seattle to take on the AL West leading Mariners.
They're frauds, is what the Mariners are. They benefited from a schedule.
Wow.
The Blue Jays are a better team than the Mariners and would be leading that division right now if they were playing in that division. I got the Blue Jays winning this series, maybe even sweeping, opening the door for the Astros to take the lead.
Okay. Wow. Bold take. I love it.
For the Blue Jays is what's going to lose them this series because the Mariners have a better bullpen. So, I
mean, look, I see it like this. You got Julio Rodriguez that's leading the offense for the Seattle Mariners. Just
now, granted, I'm also biased on teams that win me money. So
yeah, that's true.
When you
that
get,
is true.
Get the over and your batters get the hits, I'm happy with it. You know.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll tell you who's a fucking fraud right now. The LA fucking Dodgers. They really spent $1 billion fucking dollars this past offseason to barely be in the top 5 teams that are in the league right now. And
they got 53 wins, James. Like that's a lot. That's a lot, dude.
Still,
you just said
they should be the first team to 60 wins right now, for crying out loud.
Baseball is hard.
It is hard, but still, come on.
Look, nobody was higher on the Brewers in the preseason than me. That is a fact. I said it over and over and over. And like James even laughed at me a bunch of times, but look at him now. I'm just saying.
I'll eat those words.
This will be the best series of the weekend. It will be the best baseball series of the weekend. And
listen, all I'm saying is if Contreras don't make it to the motherfucking All-Stars, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, yeah,
I agree.
Definitely.
I voted for him.
But you tell me, so like if they're such a bad team, you tell me how a guy with a 4.3 fucking trash ERA is 7-2 for the Dodgers. That shit's not going to fly. Tomorrow with the Brewers. Oh my God, this could go either fucking way, man. But I'm gonna stick with my Brew crew. Give me the Brewers in a series win. I was high on them at the beginning of the season. I saw what they are. I still believe in them. I could see the Brewers in the fucking World Series coming out of the NL this year.
Ooh, okay. Wow,
Philadelphia's
take. I love it. I love it.
I can see
Philadelphia's a fraud. Atlanta's hurt. The Dodgers can't seem to get chemistry. It's a perfect little slide for the Brewers.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And
So,
much like how the playoffs pan off, the Dodgers cannot get it fucking done in the playoffs.
Does anybody? I mean, so the Phillies are up 9 games on the Braves, right? The injured Braves. The
Yeah.
Phillies have the second easiest schedule in MLB so far. This is a fact. So, and they're frauds. They're going to win the division. The Braves are too hurt to catch up, but I don't think they can beat the Dodgers or the Brewers. I do not.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is why I'm saying, like, give me Washington to be a sneaky ass team to make some kind of jump in the NL East.
The problem is their lineup isn't consistent enough. That's the only downfall with the Nationals. I watch them regularly. My buddy Mikey, he's from the Virginia area. That's his baseball team, and yeah, you know what I mean. So I know a little bit about them. And it's just like the bats aren't like they can be hot as shit one game, the next game they don't get shit.
I mean, even the injured Braves are a better team than the Nationals. They're not going to catch them.
Yeah. Speaking of the Atlanta Braves, we got a battle of the NL East. We got the Philadelphia Phillies going into Atlanta to take on the Braves.
Well,
give me the Braves for one. Braves are going to take one for sure.
So the Braves are definitely taking one. I feel like the Braves should win this series at home. They do really well at home, but Max Fried ain't pitching. You know, Chris Sale ain't pitching.
So the
ERA ain't pitching. That's the problem for us right now. We don't have our big.
I was going to say, so the pitchers for Saturday, Philadelphia, Rangers, Suarez versus Spencer Swellenbach?
Yeah, dude. So he's had 5 major league starts, and they have not went well. If the Phillies win today, the Phillies win the series. If the Braves can come back, they're losing 3-2 right now. Then the Braves can win the series, but there's 0 chance the Braves are winning tomorrow. It ain't happening.
Fair enough.
Not with Suarez on the mound.
Yeah. All right, so we got the evening game. We got one of 2 evening games. We got the sneaky Kansas City Royals, who are keeping pace with the Minnesota Twins for second place in the AL Central, going into Colorado to take on the Rockies.
I will tell you, Lugo's pitching tomorrow. I mean, I got the Royals sweeping them. I mean, the Rockies are pretty fucking awful.
The Royals should. They've got a decent bullpen. They definitely got a lineup of hitters.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino. I mean,
So I bet on the hit lines a lot. So for batters to get a hit. When you consistently have every batter in your lineup as a Royal, it's 1.5 hits, 1.5 hits for all but one player on your team, because you guys all have an OPS of over 800. So what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, give me the Royals. Give me the Royals.
Yeah, absolutely. Final game. We got the Arizona Diamondbacks going into San Diego to take on the Padres.
All right.
Last year, this would have been a good game, but this year,
once again, the World Series team is not going to the playoffs on both leagues. Padres are a better team, and they're at home. Give me the Padres for a series win. Diamondbacks get 1.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Like I got Diamondbacks getting 1 maybe, but yeah, Padres are just a better team.
I don't know. I really think I'm not trying to be biased. It really has nothing to do with the fact that I'm here in the Southwest, but I really think that the Diamondbacks are going to get. I really think that the Diamondbacks do take the series win over the Padres
in San Diego.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right. So those are all the baseball games that going to be happening tomorrow. Man, I want to thank you guys for being able to come out here and being able to come onto this show and obviously have some fun.
Hey, never forget Vanderbilt's beating Notre Dame.
Not in any sport. Not in any sport.
Okay, maybe baseball.
Baseball.
Yeah. Football? Fuck no.
No. Mm-mm.
Wow.
But we're obviously in agreement that Vanderbilt is definitely not making a 4-game improvement anytime fucking soon. We will see how this college football year plays out, and especially with the NFL. Gentlemen, thank you again for being able to come on and obviously have some fun and talk some sports.
Less than 2 months away from the NFL.
Yes, sir. I cannot fucking wait. We got a lot to talk about when it comes to football.
Hey, look, we get college football August 31st. Let's fucking go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So if you are still doing a 4th of July 4-day weekend, enjoy it. Hope the fireworks still go off, and
I work today. I got to work tomorrow. I only got the 4th off.
I'm in retail.
And then it wasn't off because I had the kids all fucking day.
Well, hey, it is what it is.
Well,
gentlemen,
fellas, y'all have a good evening. I'll see you next week.
Yep. Gentlemen, thank you for being able to come on. I will see y'all next week.
See you, man.
Absolutely. All right. So we got I got one final thing to talk about, and that is this. Tomorrow, because it is Friday. Tomorrow on the is it really? Okay. On the 6th. Wow. I was looking at the calendar that was right in front of me. And the month that was presented to me was June. It wasn't July. It was June. Anyways, tomorrow on July 6th, we got WWE Money in the Bank. And man, oh man, is it gonna be a fucking banger, baby! Let's fucking go! We got WWE Money in the Bank. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a fun time. I cannot wait. But if you want to make sure that you are able to stream WWE Money in the Bank, be sure to click the link in the description of this video and click the link that says DSTV hosting. It literally gives you step-by-step instructions of getting the TV service that I have on your phone, for crying out loud. Now, if you want to be able to make sure that you have it for your TV, be sure to get Amazon Fire Stick or even Amazon Fire Cube for that matter, and make sure you have a well-established Wi-Fi. Whether it's AT&T or even Spectrum for that matter. But like I said, tomorrow night we got WWE presenting Money in the Bank. It is gonna be a banger. And we got two of the most over guys in the WWE right now. We got L.A. Knight. Yeah! And Jey Uso. Yeet! That are in the WWE Money in the Bank ladder match. Whoever goes up the ladder and retrieves the briefcase gets a guaranteed shot at the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship. You are not going to want to miss it tomorrow night. I am No Mercy Sports. I will see y'all next week. Peace out.